All right, I'm back. I'm back with the youngster with me, and no, this is not live. This is pre-recorded. So for the individuals that say, I'm how do they say it? How do they say it? So no, unless I'm up when this comes out, I won't be able to interact with you guys in the chat. But hopefully, you guys hit the comment section, and when I wake up, because I gotta go to work tonight. When I wake up, we'll hit the comment section. But anyway, as the title says, Miami Hurricane narratives debunked. Right. So I didn't do a Canes roundtable, but I'm probably gonna try to get one set for Thursday. Right. Thursday. Don't hold me to it, but we're gonna try to do it Thursday. Right. I didn't do one this past week. Really wasn't gonna do one, but listening to you talk, been on Twitter and all that stuff like this. So I was like, you know what? They got it. You know what I'm saying? But today, some things happen. Um, some individuals that don't normally uh, interact, or I don't want to say take the bait, because I'm not trying to bait someone, right? Someone literally tried to call me a parody account on Twitter. It's like, bro, not a parody account. Just because I have the Revenge of Kyle right up there. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna put my name back up here so you know who I am. Because again, I these things live stream on Twitter, so it's not a parody account. Like, it is what it is. But again, I don't expect anything else from a Mario fan, right? But anyway, we're going to get to a couple narratives, right? So we're going to start at the top. We're going to work our way down, right? I don't have no particular order, but there's a couple things that I want to address, and I'm going to get out the way. Let me get out the way. So, starting at the top, TVD, right? Now, the narrative was, when it was down to JB, was that we don't want to talk about backup quarterbacks. We don't want to talk about fourth string quarterbacks. We don't want to do that. We got Cam Ward, right? So if that's the case, why do anytime Wisconsin news come out that's deemed negative or criticizing Tyler Van Dyke, why do y'all feel the need to why do y'all feel the need to share that? Why does it matter that Luke Fickle, and I took the liberty of reading the article, right? Because Luke Fickle was like, well, he's just, he's got here. We want him to try to, be more of a leader. He's doing a good job. Now, why do we care that he's not a leader at Wisconsin? Who cares? That's not a win or a loss. He's not going to impact our wins or our losses with him being at the University of Wisconsin. He's not. And so it got me to thinking about something, right? Because one of the things that Mario fans say is that fans like me and others that feel the same way I feel, because we are about wins and losses. We don't care about stuffing Florida State, Florida, Ohio State, Illinois. We don't care about stuffing y'all in the locker and recruit. We want to stuff y'all in the locker on the field. But again, Mario fans, if that's what he's good at, hey, milk it, milk it. You know what I'm saying? Milk it. But this is the funny thing, right? They would say that we want Mario to fail so we can say that we're right. When y'all are trying to do the same exact thing with Tyler Van Dyke, y'all want Tyler Van Dyke to do so bad at Wisconsin so that it takes the heat off of Mario Cristobal and Shannon Dawson. Instead of just saying, hey, it is what it is and it work out here. But that's beneath y'all to do that. That's beneath y'all, right? To say, all right, good luck at your next stop. No, that's beneath y'all. When I hear talking about the man is betting on games, like it's I don't know what that Kool-Aid that y'all been drinking has been induced with, right? What is it, psychedelics? Because some of y'all are cool, and again, it may come off rough, but again, like for real, that's the only way that I can that's the only way I can label y'all. Some of y'all, right? So so y'all don't want to talk about that, right? Cool, fine. I don't care. You don't want to talk about JB. You don't want to talk about Poff. You don't want to talk about Emory Judd. Fine. Don't talk about TVD. Why does it matter? But then when some good information about TVD comes out, where he's coming on strong, where he's making it interesting right now, Oh, all of a sudden y'all don't want to post that. Why don't y'all want to post that? I know y'all don't want to post that because it makes it makes y'all look stupid for jumping the gun. That's why, right? So anyway, back to the question situation, right? Because that was a big thing. Individuals showed their true colors when they came down the street in Caneville and stuff like that. Individuals inviting people to their hands and to their genitals and all this stuff like that. And that's cool, right? That's why I told someone today, I said, bro, I would never get in a Twitter space because I'm not arguing back and forth with a grown man. I'm not. I'm not arguing back and forth with a fanboy of a coach. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I don't want to. The first thing I want to hear is you talking about what this man did at his last job. I don't care. I don't care what he did at his last job. I don't care. To be honest, I don't care what he did at his first job. I don't. I don't. I really don't. I could care less because again, similar to TVD, what he did at Oregon and what he did at FIU, what he did at Alabama and Rutgers, none of that has any impact on wins and losses here at the University of Miami. None of it. All right? None of it. But if I was in the media, right, this would be the question. Again, my media credentials would be snatched immediately if I were to ask this question, right? And the reason I was thinking about this question is because obviously the fan base have taken shots at Tyler Van Dyke, and cool, whatever. That's what individuals do. You take shots at former players. Weird because you go from um, salivating over them to throwing them out with yesterday's newspaper. Right? It's such an odd situation that y'all have with these players. But anyway, but what irked me, Alex Mirabel, offensive line coach. Alex Mirabel spelled out leader, right? And he reposted the picture of Cam Ward sitting on the bench with the receivers and leader, right? That image was on Twitter. Individuals, bruh, I'm talking about some people probably had to wipe their keyboards and the screens off when they saw that, based on the way that I saw some of them people behaving because of that picture, right? So when I saw Alex Mirabal posted, I said, okay, well now I'm interested, right? Mario Cristobal comes out and says, oh, Cam Ward, he earned it, right? He earned the job. No, the hell he didn't. The only thing he earned was $970,000. That's what he earned, right? Y'all gave him the job, right? But again, that's no problem, right? It's no problem because again, that's what you do. You guarantee if you want to transfer, you're not hitting a transfer up when they got as many options in the world. Like for instance, if I'm a starter at another school, I'm not transferring to another school and you tell me, oh well, you can come here and compete for a job. Nobody does that. Come on, man. Let's be smart here for a second, right? But anyway, so this would be my question to Coach Cristobal, right? So Coach Cristobal, hello, Shad 1419 from Canes Roundtable. Oh, how you doing today, Shad? Coach, I've seen that you and the rest of the staff have spoken glowingly about Cam Ward, his leadership, all of the intangibles that he has, and how he can help lift the team to the heights that they're trying to get to. Right. So my question to you is, if you knew that Tyler Van Dyke displayed absolutely none of these intangible qualities, why did y'all do these two things? Why did y'all renegotiate his NIL and pay him more money? And then why was he consulted? Why was he consulted about with the Shannon Dawson hire? If you knew for a fact he possessed none of the intangibles, if he was not a leader, like y'all say, why did y'all bend over backwards, right? And again, I'm gonna tell you something that was so funny to me, right? This whole we're not going to be held hostage. What the hell you mean you're not gonna be held hostage? Why would you be held hostage? What do Steve Sarkisian, right? And I'm not gonna do like the normal people because most people say, well, what do Nick Saban look like? No, I'm gonna put you along the level of the coaches that you're on the level with. What the hell do Steve? What do Steve Sarkisian look like being held hostage by a player? that does not fit the intangibles that they're looking for in the position. What do Brian Kelly look like being held hostage? Individuals, oh, Mario's putting his foot down. We're not going to be held hostage. Yes, we were. We were held hostage. Because a man said he's going to the NFL and y'all continue to beat down the door. Y'all weren't going into the season with no Reese Poffenberg. Let's be real. Wasn't held hostage. Man, maybe y'all go take a nap somewhere. Mario's learning. Learning what? This is your third head coaching job. I wish Randy Shannon had this much time to learn. I wish Al Golden had this much time to learn. I wish Manny Diaz, as much as I despise Manny Diaz, I wish he had this much time. What about Larry Coker? Why Larry Coker didn't get time to learn? You know what I'm saying? None of those three individuals that I've named have had 3 head coaching jobs. As a matter of fact, Manny's on his second. Al Golden only has had 2. Randy had 1. And Larry Coker, he had 2. Mario Cristobal is the only one, and Miami was Mark Richt's second job. So Mario Cristobal is the only Miami Hurricane coach, with the exception of, I believe, Dennis Erickson. Because I think Dennis had 2 head coaching jobs prior to him getting here. Mario Cristobal is the only coach that the University of Miami would be his 3rd head coaching job. And you're telling me that there's things that he still has to learn. Man. He must learn. Hey, that makes me think about when I was getting my. This is off topic, right? But when I was getting my CDL, right, which is something that a lot of these players in the transfer portal, y'all really going to think about seriously getting. Y'all going to get y'all CDL, right? But all jokes aside. But anyway, CDL training. We had an African in there, right? It was an African dude, right? And he had been there probably about 4 or 5 months before I got there, right? So we were doing one of the maneuvers. And so the train, he was messing up bad, right? He's messed up bad. And so they had instituted like a new type of thing. Like if you have, because that was like the last maneuver before they were going to let you go drive out on the road, right? So they needed you to know all of the maneuvers. So they got to a thing where it was getting backlogged. So they were like, if you're doing bad on the final maneuver, you're just going to start you on the back over, right? So that's what happened with him. So the trainer told him, get out the truck. So he got out the truck, they took the key and all that stuff. And he was like, what are you doing? I'm butchering his African accent. What are you doing? He's like, man, do you see what you're doing? Are you even checking your mirrors? Like, you need to go back to straight line back. And so the African, I'll BS aside, he looked at the trainer, and said this, I have yet to learn. So that's what y'all sound like when y'all say Mario still needs to learn. Mario has yet to learn. Okay. Okay. Well, you need to go back to FIU then, start over. But anyway, moving on. Josh Pate, right? So Josh Pate has become Miami Hurricane fans' favorite media personality, right? Him and JD Fickle or whatever. I see that they sent JD some Canes gear, right? Wide transfers everywhere, baby. Wide transfers everywhere. But anyway, Josh Pate irked me. When Josh Pate, I'm paraphrasing, said that this is the best quarterback situation the Miami Hurricanes have had in years. And I'm sitting up there like, Josh Pate, weren't you just here last year? Don't we have you in 4K catching passes from Tyler Van Dyke? What the heck are you talking about? Now, again, I would have respected it more if Josh Pate would have said this, right? If he would have said Cam Ward was a huge pool and barring injury, the Canes should be able to make a run. I would have respected it more if you said that. But when you say that this is the best quarterback situation that we've had in years, then it starts to get to like, okay, now you with the propaganda now, right? Y'all direct deposit. Y'all have sent y'all routing and account numbers in, right? That's what it seems like right now. Like, and we talked about this on the roundtable. Like this offseason in particular, it just seems different, right? It seems different, and yeah, it does seem different because, and this is what I've learned, right? Because I watch boxing, right? And this was happening on YouTube boxing, where you have certain YouTube channels that are being paid and certain media outlets that are being paid by certain fighters and promotional companies to release pro information on them and nothing negative whatsoever, right? But the problem with this is, to me, is that y'all Mario fans will say one thing, and then Mario turns around and does a completely different thing, which brings me to the class of 2022, right? So, oh boy, it was so lauded. Oh man, Manny left a mess. Mario claiming cleaned up, stuffed Nick Saban in the locker for Skinner, stuffed G5 Billy in the locker for Citizen, did all this. Only for 2 years later, guess what y'all dudes are saying? Oh, well, the class really it really didn't count. Mario only had a month to recruit those guys, and he didn't have coordinators. And I stopped to myself and I thought for a second. I said, "Wait a doggone minute now. We try to do a little research over here on the round table. Try to do a little research." So in my research, I found that 8 players from the 2022 recruiting class had offers from Oregon. Now, disclaimer: one of the 8 being Trevante Citizen, he got an Oregon offer from Dan Lanning. He didn't get an offer from Mario, right? But 7 other guys had offers from Oregon. So what does that tell me? That tells me that there was a relationship already there. And that tells me that he recruited them more than a month. Now, I had someone on Twitter trying to argue with me, saying, "Oh, well, they didn't take visits to Oregon, and just because you have an offer, that don't mean anything." Bro, this is Mario Cristobal we're talking about here, right? Why do y'all say Mario Cristobal is a good recruiter? You know why you say? Because Mario Cristobal gets the guys with the stars. No one is saying Mario Cristobal is a good recruiter because of Inez Cooper, because of Caleb Spencer, who y'all have taken the liberty of just taking a crap on, as if I don't remember how y'all talked about, oh man, Brent Venables wanted him. Man, this dude's gonna be an absolute stud. Now all of a sudden, oh well, he got caught up in the wash. He ran from competition. He got passed over on the depth chart. Oh boy, and that's what really irked me today. That's what really made me want to press record. I saw this thing talking about a depth chart from spring that y'all said don't even count. But we're gonna get to that. So let me get back. Let me get back. Let me hold on. Let me get back. Let me get back. Let me get back. Let me get back. Let me get back to Josh Payton. And so Josh Payton kind of irked me dating back to 2022 when he talked about in the middle of the season. Well, some coaches did email me before the year and say, "Hey, y'all need to watch out for this Josh Gaddis guy." Like, bro, why? But now it's all making sense now, right? It's all making sense now, right? You probably been getting wild transfers for a while now, so that was a strategic move to take it and say, well, Mario Cristobal was blindsided by this, right? No, Mario Cristobal didn't call anybody to get a background check on Josh Gaddis. Nobody. He was completely blindsided. So, Josh Pate, just go out here and tell him that you got some emails and make it seem like Coach Cristobal was blindsided because he's still learning. You know what I think about that. What does that say? Bald-headed lie. Y'all gotta stop lying, man. Y'all gotta stop lying. Y'all gotta stop lying, man. But anyway, so like I said, get back to the 22 class, right? So in reality, the 22 class probably, when you look at the defections from that class, the class is probably back ranked at what it was. Now again, these dudes talked about foundation being laid, right? Again, narratives, they make narratives and they change narratives. It's y'all are almost like you know how it's like a person, just say for instance, like you invented something or you created a game or something, right? And you were the rules maker, right? So you can make the rules, right? And then when everybody starts to follow the rules and someone else try to do something else that you want to do, or let me rephrase that. Y'all will make the narratives, But then when the narratives no longer make sense, y'all get to go make new narratives. Right? It's like if you created basketball or something, right? And some more people show up that are more athletic and stuff like that. So y'all start changing the rules, like, oh, you can't dunk. You can't do crossovers. You can't dribble between your legs. You can't dribble with your left hand. You just start making new rules, right? Just because to make it seem like that you still have some type of advantage. But the narratives are running out. Yeah. Bro, think about this for a second. Dudes literally said Mario is building a foundation with high school recruiting. That was a narrative, right? And I respect it. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you do have to build a foundation. Only for y'all to turn around and say, oh, well, that class don't really count. Nah, it don't even really count. Don't count. Mario only had a month to recruit them, which I debunked. So how can you say someone's building a foundation, but then when they are trying to lay a little concrete down, oh no, we can't have that concrete. Take that concrete up. That concrete, no. Take that concrete back. Got cracks in it. Take that concrete back. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. So Henry Parrish leaves, right? And I see he went back to Ole Miss, which a lot of people had said that he was gonna do. Um, and you know what they said? Oh, Henry Parrish sees the writing on the wall. Javante Citizen, baby. What Javante Citizen? Javante Citizen's in the portal. So my question to you all: who was Henry Parrish running from? Oh, you say he was running from Martinez from Oregon State? This is what you're saying? Like, because y'all say he was running from Javante Citizen. So who is Javante Citizen running from? Y'all said Najee Kelly was running. Who is Najee? Who is Najee? Oh, bro. Who Najee Kelly gonna play over? Bro, we got Austin, we got Mesidor, we got Bain, we got Wayne. Wayne leaves. Oh, but Wayne is running from Lightfoot. He's running from Pickett. He's running from these guys. Cyrus Moss. He's running from these guys. And it's like, bro, y'all are literally saying that guys are running from guys who are the same size as Cyrus Moss was. I went back on Twitter because I remember I was like, bro, don't I remember people like Cyrus Moss having like some really good spring games? Don't I remember that? And so I went back and I found it. And I think one game Cyrus Moss had like 4 sacks. So y'all are saying that players are better because of spring when the reality of the situation is Cyrus Moss has had just as good or even better spring than all of those guys when he got here. But he's running. Oh, okay. But again, that class don't count though. So now it's getting to the 23 class, right? The class that's supposed to count. This okay, now it's starting to count. So Jaden Wayne, you're a part of a class that counts. So you're running from Booker Pickett and Marcus Lightfoot. I Let me tell you another narrative, right? Somebody, a Mario fan, right? And some of the Mario fans, I don't even respond to them, but I see it, I don't even engage with the stuff on Twitter no more because I just sit here and say, you know what, why engage? I can use this for the show. And so they was like, what did we hit hard on this year? We hit hard on defensive line. So you're not supposed to be surprised that guys are leaving. Yeah, you know what? That would make sense. But guess what? Guess what y'all said? We can't be going into seasons with that was the issue with Manny and Al Golden. Them. They were forcing freshmen to play before they were ready. So essentially, with guys like Jaden Wayne leaving, guys like Jared Harrison Hunt leaving, what does that say? Because the person was like, oh, y'all forgot who we got. 5-star Armando Blunt, 5-star Justin Scott. These dudes are not even on campus yet. And, and, let me, and, and let me tell you something. Y'all are the same ones that said LT was a defensive tackle that only comes around once every 10 years. That's what y'all said, right? And I was like, you know what? Y'all gotta stop blowing smoke up this dude. Now, And when I say that, I'm not saying that y'all were overrating him, but I'm like y'all put a lot of pressure on these players by giving these outlandish takes about them, right? So I haven't heard one thing about any of these defensive tackles being generational like LT. So the reason I say that is to say this: LT struggled as a freshman, and y'all said he was one. He was a once in every 10-year type of talent. So if he struggled, what the heck are guys that y'all feel like are not on his level? What are they going to do when they play? And they weren't even here for the spring. I don't. I'm gonna tell you something else funny, right? Shamar Kirk, right? Shamar Kirk came last year, and when individuals started talking about people that need to leave in the portal, Shamar Kirk was a name that came up. Malik Bryant was a name that came up. Oh well, Malik Bryant needs to go. Tweener doesn't need to do it. So all of a sudden they come out here and play, and now all of a sudden they are the ones that people are running from now. It's like, bro, y'all don't too many narratives, too many. Bro, there's too many narratives, man. Are y'all not gonna get tired of this? I'm asking a question. When are y'all going to get tired of making up things that are not true? When are y'all gonna get tired of doing that? But I forgot though. I forgot. Never, never. Oh, I hit the wrong one. My bad. I forgot though, cause y'all are never wrong. And then again, like I said, some of y'all are in here talking about these players are not good, and this is y'all.
Your father never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Y'all didn't even have the makers of a varsity. Let me play it again.
Your father never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
And y'all got the nerve to talk about somebody is running from somebody else. Come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. So again, like I said, man, y'all got too many narratives going on out here, man. And eventually, well, no, not eventually, because it's already started. Again, y'all are contradicting yourselves so much. And it's getting so desperate now that y'all are talking about, well, Manny, y'all want to go back to Manny Diaz, bro. This is year 3. This is year 3. Why are you still talking about Manny Diaz 3 years later? It's year 3. So I don't get it, right? But in conclusion, I want to talk about this depth chart. Now, somebody said, well, not somebody, multiple people said, um, take anything away from the spring game. You don't worry about depth charts and stuff because everybody that's gonna be here is not here yet. So don't worry about a spring. But Jaden Wayne leaves. Henry Parrish goes again. Not again, but obviously some of these guys left for the spring game. And now y'all are saying, "Oh, I heard, wait, bro, I heard they got passed up on the depth chart." What depth chart? What depth chart? Y'all say Mario Cristobal keeps stuff close to the vest, but all of a sudden, all y'all got a copy of the depth chart. What happens? Are you telling me that if you make a Canes Connection donation, that they emailed y'all the depth chart? Because if the spring game is any indication of the depth chart, uh, y'all lost me with the rotation of the quarterbacks. But again, we're not here to talk about backup quarterbacks. Bro, y'all, it's a sad state of affairs, man. And then I saw what is it, Brad? I can't pronounce his last name. He was on Coach Hayes' show about a month ago. Made embarrassed himself because he's one of the narrative pushers. He started saying something, and then before the conversation was over, he had already contradicted what he had said earlier. So because he said, "Oh well, still no start. We still didn't lose any starters. Who are the starters? Where did the depth chart come from? Y'all told me the spring didn't count. As a matter of fact, I was told in the bowl game that the bowl game does not count because a lot of these players that are playing, they're not going to play next year. And when I look out there on the field for the spring game, some of the same individuals that were taking reps in the spring game are now considered starters on the depth chart. But in the spring game, y'all said that they were not. I'm not this the ball game don't count because these guys are not. Majority of these guys are not even gonna be here. Oh my God, man. Oh, but wait a minute though. Wait a minute though. I know what.
Oh, that was different.
That was different. That was different. But so let me ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna get up out of here because I got to feed the young one. Um, is there like a link? You know how like when people like can when people have like links and stuff to watch things and stuff like that. Is there like a link to the depth chart? I know my dog QB and Cuba the South Coast, they go check it out. Hey, if y'all know somebody that got the link for the depth chart, come on, bro. Let's put it on the round table. Let's go through the depth. Let's go through the depth chart. Because listen. One Mario fan I saw, one Mario fan said, "Bro, I can't wait until we get to see Jaden Wayne so good, ran Najee Kelly up out of here." Now all of a sudden, Joker's talking about, well, Najee Kelly really didn't have that good of a. I'm not Najee Kelly, but Jaden Wayne. Jaden Wayne really didn't have that good of a spring. He got passed on the depth chart. But y'all I literally saw y'all post an image, a video of him making Pancake Huncho look like he had never played football a day in his life. Y'all say, ooh. Guess what? I didn't see that. I didn't see that image for Marcus Lightfoot. I didn't see that image for Malik Bryant. I didn't see that image for Booker Pickett. I didn't see that image for none of those players. But all of a sudden, Jaden Wayne does it. And he has a good spring game, but he no. Bruh. And I said this. I've said this before. I said this. Mario fans care more about recruiting than actual wins. But what does it look like now when the recruiting classes come here and they don't stay for the duration of it? But they say, oh well, don't worry about it. Mario's gonna get some more talent. He's gonna get some more talent in. So I gotta ask this question. Because think about this. Look at the precedent that has been set by Mario Cristobal. The precedent is if you are a transfer You will come here and it's your job to lose, not your job to win. It's your job to lose. So if I'm a 17, 18, 19-year-old player that's on the team, I may think that, well, if that's how it's operating over here in Miami, it may be operating like that over there somewhere else. So y'all have given my job away to somebody else. So maybe if I go somewhere else, they'll give me the job too. I don't have to go work it. I don't have to go earn it. Oh, it's competition at every position. And y'all in here talking about players that have not even had one practice at Green Tree, already ahead of individuals on a depth chart who actually have gone through this. Let me say that again. Y'all are saying individuals who are not on campus yet, who have not had one practice at Green Tree, they are already above players who are already here. They're above them on the depth chart. Look, bro, dudes have not even seen Justin Scott practice. And they have already said, "Oh, I expect Justin Scott to, he's gonna make an impact." How do you know? And Cuban, again, Cuban. I know you eat this up, Cuban. Remember when we was talking about this? Remember when we was talking about the amount of transfers that are going to be starters on this defense? Now they had me kind of hemmed up for a second with the defensive tackles because it was like, oh well, Jerry Harrison Hunt gonna be a starter, right? So I was like, all right, well, yeah, that may not be, but apparently they said Marley Cook and C.J. Clark are going to be the starters. And then if Akeem Mesidor starts, that's three out of the four defensive linemen. That's one linebacker starting. And then with the exception of Damari Brown, our entire secondary could be transfer portal players. But we building a foundation with high school recruiting. But again, and again, the window is still open. So I mean, it can end up being more guys. But I'm gonna end it with this. I'm just laughing so hard because individuals said Henry Parrish is running for Javante Citizen and Javante Citizen when he got in the portal. So who was he running from? Nigel Lee Kelly's running from Jaden Wayne. Jaden Wayne's in the portal. Well, Jaden Wayne wasn't having that good of a he wasn't that good anyway.
Always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
All y'all been doing is just
What does that say? Bald-headed lies.
y'all been telling bald headed lies, man. And all of a sudden, and now y'all saying y'all know the depth chart. Y'all don't know nothing about no depth chart.
In my chest, right? I fall on the ground, right? And I look up and Dr. Martin Luther King, I said, Dr. King. He said, oops, I thought you were somebody else. Oh man, you lying. You ain't never met Martin Luther King. Knocked the wind out of me. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Yes, he did. No, he did not.
Y'all ain't seen no depth chart, so stop lying. About that depth chart. Y'all ain't seen no doggone depth chart. Anyway, man, I got my youngster up here crying because she like, Daddy, why these folks doing all this lying? Baby, I don't know why they doing all this lying. I don't know. Because look, some of y'all are not even getting paid yet. But y'all think that if y'all continue with these narratives, that somebody will see y'all fighting a good fight and send y'all a pair of tennis shoes. They might see y'all a pair of tennis shoes. But anyway, man, hey, it's Shad 1419, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, please comment. K's Ride Table going up on Thursday. I promise. What's today? Today Monday. So by Thursday, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more news. I'm gonna be active on Twitter. Q and K gonna be active. Hey, we're gonna be active. So we're gonna have some stuff to talk about Thursday. Youngster, calm down. I'm about to go. So anyway, as always, man, it's all about the you. Unless you're a Mario fanboy. and then it's all about Oregon for y'all. Gotcha. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.